In this edition of City News, see how Hawthorne police motor officers are keeping the streets safe. Also, learn the reality of strangulation. Plus, stay tuned to see how these people are giving back while working out. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Shantae Passmore. A Hawthorne resident made a charitable donation to the Hawthorne Police Department on one condition, that officers do something for the community relating to safety, and the department did just that. Whether you've been riding a motorcycle for 25 years or recently earned your motorcycle license, Hawthorne police officers say their Right to Live program is just for you.
Because anybody can go straight on a motorcycle. Where you can really tell the difference between a pro and a novice is when it comes to a very low speed, tight turning, like you see out here in these cone patterns. That takes skill and technique. We brought guys in here who've had 25 years experience, and they can barely turn their bike in a standard 2.5 lanes and make a U-turn. Officers teach the public by using the same techniques they've learned during their own extensive training.
Actually pretty blown away by the instructors here and the fact that this is a course that's offered by the city of Hawthorne. I think that's really amazing, and it really shows that the city cares about motorcyclists.
The department plans to host 3 additional motorcycle training classes this year in hopes of having participants become better and safer riders. To learn more about the Ride to Live program, call the Hawthorne Police Traffic Bureau at 310-349-2701. City officials partner with the American Red Cross to host a blood drive at City Hall. For 25 years, the Bloodmobile has come to City Hall several times a year. Organizers say it's important for the public to become regular donors to stabilize the blood supply.
Blood donation is it's a gift. It's giving life. 1 pint of blood gives life to 3 people, and that is essential.
To find out how you can donate blood, call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit www.redcrossblood.org. The New Star Families Justice Center sponsored a workshop on domestic violence that focused on strangulation. Jennifer Murillo headed to the Hawthorne Memorial Center to bring us more.
Over 100 psychologists, law enforcement officers, medical providers, and many others attended the workshop to learn how to identify, investigate, and prosecute strangulation cases.
We want to have all the people involved in serving victims of domestic violence to know about it, so that when someone comes and says, I was choked, that really means that someone strangled her, and actually she could have died even at that point.
Strangulation has been identified as one of the most lethal forms of domestic violence and sexual assault.
This is very lethal, very deadly. You can be strangled to the point of unconsciousness in a matter of seconds. You can die within 4 minutes or less. You can also have long-term consequences and have a stroke years later.
Even if you don't know at the time that you're being strangled that you have issues, that you could die within 48 hours if not attended properly.
Strangulation cases have often been hard to prove, as 50% of the time no visible marks are left.
All the injury is internal, and they can also suffer an anoxic brain injury. Essentially, they're having a brain injury each and every time they're being strangled, especially to the point of unconsciousness or when they urinate or defecate.
We need to learn how to identify it, how to look for the internal injuries, so that we can document it and later be able to prosecute it.
The workshop was given by Gail Strack, JD, who specializes in identification, investigation, and documentation of strangulation and intimate partner violence cases.
Well, we learned some of the ideas about what to look for with the evidence, looking at some of the changes in some of the prosecuting departments. Some require medical evidence, some don't. Some good ideas on getting, or we call it a RA unit, or a ambulance out to the victim, no matter what, when the person's information of strangulation, which allows us to get medical information up front.
Several attendees said this workshop should be attended by all who serve the people, in particular those who tend to emergencies, so they all can be more knowledgeable in this area.
Because we have taken our victims to the emergency rooms to get service, and the doctors refuse to do anything because they don't know the worst part about strangulation?
It helps in a lot of different ways. Number one, we can have more cases, identify more cases, prosecute more cases more effectively, gather better evidence and more evidence in places that we didn't see the evidence there.
Jurist Dr. Strack says you should look for help if you have been a victim of abuse. For HCTV, I'm Jennifer Murillo.
To get help for domestic abuse or find out about future events, visit www.nsfjc.org. The Islamic Center in Hawthorne recently hosted its Interfaith Community Dinner. Organizers say the purpose of the event is for community members to learn about the religion and its fasting observance, Ramadan.
And sometimes we just kind of focus on the food and drink, but it's actually the fasting of the whole body.
This is a wonderful opportunity for the community to come. The Muslims here welcome everyone in the community, and you will see people from all faiths and all sections of Hawthorne and the surrounding communities.
According to mosque officials, the fasting lasts from sunrise to sunset every day for a month and involves the abstinence of food and liquid. To learn more about the Islamic Center of Hawthorne, call 310-973-8000. Coming up next on City News, preschoolers who dream of attending dental school are getting ready to tackle the world. Also, see how an annual event brings hundreds of people to Hawthorne. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Hawthorne's golfers came out for a good cause. Reporter Kelly Moody has the story.
Jeff Day is an avid golfer and a donor to the Hawthorne Education Foundation, making the annual golf tournament fundraiser a must on his calendar every year since it began in 2005.
It's the camaraderie with all the people. It's the friendships that I've made. I deal with these people on a regular basis through business. So it's just a wonderful tournament and the atmosphere, and it's fun. This is my favorite tournament.
The tournament raises money for Hawthorne School District teachers. Associate Superintendent Steve Tabor has been at the helm of the event's execution since the beginning.
It's our primary fundraiser of the year, and we've been doing this now for 11 years. And we get a lot of the community out to support us, and a lot of people we work with in the district come out and support it as well.
You know, it allows teachers to write a mini grant to do those little projects that they may have that are near and dear to their hearts. We've done things like paid for buses for field trips, bought supplies so that they can do a special art project with their class, or any of those special projects that they don't always have the funds or the materials to do.
It's fitting that the golf tournament be held here at Chester Washington Golf Course, given that it was one of the first in Los Angeles to allow African American players. Chester Washington was a groundbreaking journalist in Los Angeles, and it's hoped that contributions from today will allow students of all races in the city of Hawthorne to continue to strive for success.
The Hawthorne Education Foundation is one of the most important organizations in the city of Hawthorne, because all the money raised goes to the kids, and it's about our kids. It's about raising up the next generation, and if we do that well, then we're going to be successful as adults.
Manhattan Beach Toyota served as the primary sponsor of the tournament, which was followed by a banquet with a silent auction featuring items from Disney, the Clippers, and more. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Kelly Moody.
Teachers can request grant funding from the Hawthorne Education Foundation by applying online at www.hawthorne.k12.ca.us under the Parent and Community section on the website. While it's the off-season for football, a group of parents are helping players raise funds for a good cause. Jennifer Murillo tells us how.
Every year, the football team tries to prepare for the season by trying to make it to the football camp. And this Zumba class help fund some players to get there.
Some boys, unfortunately, are unable to provide the financial to go to the camp, so that's why we step in to help raise for that.
We feel like these boys need a chance. And I mean, if I can take the chance to raise a little money, make sure they have funds for camp or anything like that, why not? Why not give them a chance?
The team moms have a group called Cougar Nation, one which has already raised $400 for the boys.
It's exciting for the kids who don't have the money. It shows a lot that they care for us.
For most, Zumba was out of their comfort zone, but they were good sports to try new things.
It was fun, honestly. This is my first time. I gotta get better at dancing, but it was fun.
This is my first time. I actually liked it.
While the players danced for a cause, others also came to show their support.
So I like to, help out some of the players more, give them inspiration, show them that, just because I'm big doesn't mean I can just not move as good as you guys.
Like other people just go home. They have a regular routine, which is just like sit down, watch TV. That's like really unhealthy. It's something I do, but I think it's better to like have a sport to do, because then you can like motivate yourself to do other things.
I thought it was amazing. It's a time to get them to understand there's so many different new challenges and so many different things out there when you go out into the world. Why not give them something different? Get them out of their comfort zone, be excited. It was nice to see them engaging and dancing and just having an all-around good time.
Even when a couple of the team moms don't have children on the team, they still put in their all to make a difference.
I actually learned about how certain things no longer exist. I had to step in because this is my alma mater. I was here and I know how amazing it was, and I want to bring that back to them. They deserve it.
So I decided, since my sons are younger, they always come and see the practices, they always look up to the kids, why not continue to mentor our high school boys, because they're going out into the world and we need those great leaders.
You too can help these boys. A little help can go a long way. For HCTV, I'm Jennifer Murillo.
To donate or become a part of Cougar Nation, visit Hawthorne High School's main office located at 4859 West El Segundo Boulevard. Students at Castle Preschool celebrated the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Reporter Kelly Moody has this report.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Carly is one of 90 graduates at Castle Preschool. Like your average 4-year-old, her favorite color is pink and she loves Disneyland.
What's your favorite part about school? What do you like to do?
I like to do homework.
You like homework?
Yes.
And it's a good thing. Carly has dreams of being a dentist when she grows up. And like her fellow classmates, she has plenty of support from those around her.
Congratulations to all the young, beautiful individual children here in the city of Hawthorne, California, and surrounding areas. I want to thank all your parents.
The promotion celebrated both students and parent volunteers. Emphasis was placed on laying a foundation for lifelong parent involvement in their children's education.
The promotion basically is to show the parents, to encourage the parents that the kids graduate from preschool, so continue to go to all the graduation until they graduate from college.
And Carly's parents agree.
The future of our communities is on our hands, starting with what we do with our kids.
Big things are ahead for the new kindergartners who spent their last morning as preschoolers singing songs for family and friends while showing off their multilingual skills throughout the ceremony. And as for Carly, this may be the first graduation of many to come, possibly ending with dental school. This is Kelly Moody, HCTV.
Studies from the National Center for Education Statistics show higher rates of success in high school and secondary education in children who attended preschool, so we expect great things from these graduates in the years to come. Hawthorne is known as the City of Good Neighbors, and Atherton Baptist Church recently hosted its annual Community Day Festival, where its theme centered on, yes, you guessed it, being a good neighbor. Here's the story. 3 years ago, Atherton Baptist decided to host a public event where it could display several of its services, such as holiday food baskets, health screenings, and programs for seniors.
A neighbor basically is a person that basically we should be demonstrating love toward. So we thought this would be a good way to not make it so spiritual to the point that people wouldn't want to come. At least this give us an opportunity to know us.
Organizers say the festival has something for everyone, whether it's youth activities.
I've been hanging out with my friends and greeting people and also eating ices and going in the photo booth.
Or providing assistance for veterans.
We direct them to other agencies for jobs, for wellness groups, for help. We hold groups. Lectures, we deal with PTSD.
In previous years, church officials say the free event has drawn people from all over the Southland, and they hope to make the festival a long-held tradition. Roughly 350 people attended this year's event. For more information on upcoming events at Atherton Baptist Church, call 323-757-3113. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these Future City news stories. We'll take you to the Chamber of Commerce's first annual golf tournament. Also, we'll show you where one park is hosting a movie for the entire family to enjoy. And it's that time of the year. The annual Good Neighbors Day celebration is right around the corner. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630. Don't forget, you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the Castle graduation. See you next time.